Okay, let me try again. Okay. The last 18 months, well, really 3 years. The last 3 years have been like unimaginably hard. Physically. The first half was really hard physically, very, very hard. But I had a partner and it was easier to handle. There was, those good hormones or whatever, that chemicals that release like when you get hugged or touched or something, and so that made it easier. And then the last half was a lot harder. It was like a little more than half, because I was no longer with a partner. And that whole time I was casually, daily suicidal, because I was in so much pain and I could never get any relief. And no matter what I said to the doctors, they never understood. And the hardest part about my pain was the diagnosis, and I got that, but I can't express how hard it was. I can't express it. And how much pain there was, and how there was never, ever, ever, ever any relief. And I didn't know how bad it was. And I didn't know that I was suicidal every day until I'm now on the other side of it. I kind of feel like I've like stumbled out of this really thick, dense forest, and I have like cuts and from like brambles and like bruises and like a broken limb or something. And anything in my life right now that's not like me resting feels like I'm carrying someone on my back or something. Like, I just feel extremely raw. And I recently had like a tension headache for 2 months, and I thought it was a tension headache. And I went to the doctor, and she's extremely thorough. I'm really grateful. And I ended up, I have sinus infection, like I have sinusitis. And so we'll fix it, which is great. But I have an infection, which is a relief, because there's like a solution. But I just can't express. And I don't know what to say. I do know that my heart felt like a crushed aluminum can that just kept getting crushed. Like the pressure kept crushing it and it's like a solid piece of aluminum now. I mean, or it was. My soul is very, very, very tired. I'm very tired. The doctor put me on steroids and like an expectorant and I don't know, something else. And so I'm taking that, and it's crazy because like steroids do not make you tired. Not in my experience anyway. And so but I've been really tired. I think I'm like relieved. I'm like so relieved. I can't even express how relieved I am either. I wanted to die every day. I guess it just scared me. And like I'm still scared because like you know, I just got out of the thick, dense forest and all the monsters are still back there. And I know that the past is in the past, but it's literally been like a few weeks, so I can still be scared. And I'll work towards being less scared. But it was really bad.